Hey everybody, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you for joining. First of all, I want to start by thanking you all for the feedback you gave when I posted the video introducing what we're going to be talking about in this season. Like, you all are the real G. Let me just be honest with you all. When I had it at heart to talk about this foundation of the voice, I was skeptical about how you're going to receive it. In my mind, I'm like, okay, they're asking for tips and I'm coming with this foundation. Is it necessary? Well, after praying about it, I was convinced that it's necessary. Then there was a big challenge of, are they going to receive it? Like, are they really going to receive it? But when I got your feedback, my heart was just settled. And I'm like, yay, finally, I'm excited doing this. Now let's dive into it. But before then, if you're just stopping by my channel, you're welcome. This is EmmySpeaks. I am Emmy. Here we encourage, we motivate, we inspire, we teach, we learn, and we help each other just rise above life's challenges and become the best version of ourselves. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time when I post a new content, you will be notified. This season, we are rising above the fears and claiming the power in our voice. To begin, let us go back to the very foundation to understand the origin of our voice and its power. We all know the famous scripture of Genesis chapter 1 verse 3, which says, "And God said, let there be light." And God said. Now let's go back to look at what happened before God said. The Bible records that in the beginning there was chaos, darkness, and emptiness. These three things sound familiar. Does this sound familiar to you? I think I have experienced these three things, but I'm trying to... Oh, good. I got it. Sometimes the doubts that comes to you, the insecurities, the fears, the questions you have in your mind, always telling yourself that maybe your opinion is not as important, or what you have to say is not as valid, or you're not learned enough, you don't have enough knowledge, your voice is not that beautiful, you cannot really speak in front of people, or people are going to eat you up if you speak in front of them. I have experienced this. Have you? Those are the obstacles. The world was experiencing its obstacles: darkness, emptiness, chaos. Interestingly, God took the very first action that shaped the world for good. That action was not a course. It was not a gesture. It was not a movement. It was a voice. What do you do when the obstacles arise? Do you activate the power in your voice, or do you shut yourself down? I can bet you a great percentage of us would rather shut ourselves down as opposed to actually rising and enforcing the power in our voice. A majority of us will try to find a way around it. You know how smart we are these days, right? Trying to figure out, trying to learn, to go online and learn about how to overcome fear, how to overcome the feeling of not being enough, how to be comfortable in your voice. We're going to research that, and that is beautiful. I'm not saying that don't do that. Do all of that. But is that really the action to take that will cause you to come alive in your power? You can learn all of these tips and still be insecure. You can know all of these things and still not be able to speak in front of people. But if you understand the power in your voice, then you will be able to use these tips to affect that power. Think about it this way. God did not build light. He's God. He could have used any other way to bring light out of darkness. He did not mold the mountains. He could have molded the mountains. It would have taken him just like seconds, to do a whole dramatic scenario like, ooh, come up. But he did not do that. Instead, he spoke. Whenever the fear comes, whenever the doubt comes, whenever the need to question your opinions, your voice, your authority, your boldness, your courage, whenever that arises, consider this. Your voice was designed in the image of a creator who speaks things into existence. So why then are you allowing the fears, the self-doubt, and the negative talk to shut you down? Meanwhile, your voice was designed in the image of the Creator who speaks things into existence, who spoke light out of darkness, who spoke the mountain into existence. who spoke peace over the storm. Why would you allow the storms in your mind, the chaos in your heart to shut you down? Meanwhile, you can rise in power and speak. And come closer. I know right now you're telling me, Emmy, that's God. And he's supreme, he's the creator of the universe, all of that. He can do all that. I can't. It's okay. It's okay to think that way. I got you because I thought about it too. And guess what? We're going to challenge those thoughts. Back to the Bible. God created man in his image and gave man the same ability to speak, to command, to call forth things. Now, he spoke the earth into form. He spoke light out of darkness. He spoke the mountains into formation. And when he created Adam, the first instruction he gave Adam was speak. So, what you want to say again? That you don't have the power? That you are not built in the same way? And mind you, Adam did not just echo God's words. Adam had the authority to use his own words, indicating that the authority you have to command and call for things is standard. I don't know about you, but that is power to me. Look, guys, let's consider it this way. I know that there is still some doubt lurking around. Let's brush it off. Naming kids is a big deal. I have seen families being torn apart because of naming children. I mean, if I carry my child for 9 months and you want to claim the right to name my child over me, we'll fight. It's Africa, right? So the family, the traditions, the husbands and all of that, they get the predominant power to name a child. I cannot not have a say. You know what I mean? But then God single-handedly created the universe by his power. And he handed that power to man. And he says, you know what? Name it. That tells me that God trusts the power and the authority in my voice. The question is, do I? This is God putting so much trust and confidence in my voice. And this is me just throwing it all away like, ugh. That is what we do when we let the insecurities and the doubts shut us down. That is what we do when we let the opinions of people shut us down. That is what we do when we let the obstacles shut us down. We are throwing away the trust and confidence that God has in our voice. And before you go into telling me that was Adam, that same DNA is in you. God created man in his image. You are man. You have the power. You have the authority to speak with boldness. And yes, you can. What are you allowing shut you down? What is that fear? What is that doubt? What is that insecurity? What is that obstacle? You need to let that obstacle know that your voice is designed in the image of the Creator who speaks things into existence. That God has entrusted power and authority in your voice. He has so much confidence in the power and the authority in your voice. In your DNA is the ability to speak. In your DNA is the power to speak. In your DNA is the authority to speak. Are you using your birthright correctly? Or are you letting the obstacles cause you to give away your birthright? Thank you very much for watching. I hope that this has inspired you, encouraged and motivated you to just rise up and come out of that place of fear and begin to use your power. I will see you in the next episode where we continue talking about the power in your voice. If you enjoyed this video at any point, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and also stay tuned for the next episode. But always remember, I am Emmy. When Emmy speaks, she speaks to the world. Are you listening? I'm using my power. Go out there and use yours. Bye.